know about Association of Indian Management Schools? It's a 34-year-old networking body of B schools in India, having a membership of about 600 top management institutions. AIMS focuses on professionalization of management education, protects interests of B schools, represents management institutions at national and international forums, financially supports members in academic events, funds research projects on management, disseminates management-related knowledge through its annual Management Education Convention, conferences, seminars, roundtables and workshops, organizes free weekly webinars on knowledge sharing and inspiring young leaders sessions for management faculty and students, supports B schools in admissions through Atma, AIMS test for management admissions. Visit https://atmaims.com for more details. Publishes a biannual AIMS Journal of Management. Visit https://aimsjournal.com for more details. Circulates a quarterly e-newsletter on AIMS activities. Conducts workshops on case writing. Encourages AIMS members to be part of decision-making processes as members of chapter management committees and the executive board. Encourages students' participation in free weekly quiz competitions by providing support to interested institutions. Facilitates networking and interaction among B schools. Why would you like to remain a non-member of AIMS? Pay a very low one-time membership fee and enjoy many lifetime benefits. Visit https://aims.org.in for more details.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. This is Professor Vijaya Rudraraju, Principal, Apollo Institute of Hospital Administration, Hyderabad. Hearty welcome to Masood sir, the speaker of today. Professor Prasad Rao Garu, member of the board. I can recognize only some names on the list here.
Okay.
AIMS Secretariat, Dr. Sunil, and of course, the participants for today's session. I would be the moderator for today's session, knowledge sharing session on art of networking. When I heard the topic first, I thought it would be a very interesting one, and definitely it would be so from Masood sir. I know it. Now, networking, as we all know, is a necessity. It is a life skill, I feel. And all of us do this networking, whether it is in contemporary times, we had been doing physically, and I think now it is more so digital. We are all part of digital networks like social media, etc. So whatever is the way we are networking, I think this skill has become even more important with digitization for our personal and professional improvement. And having a session on art of networking as a part of management sessions is very interesting. Now, this concept, actually like fitness, we all know what to do to be fit, but only doing so is very difficult. Same thing, we all know about networking and its importance, but knowing the actual art of doing it properly is what we are going to learn today. Now, before I introduce the speaker of today, I have a couple of instructions to all the participants. Now, the participants cannot unmute themselves. Whatever questions you have, as and when you have, you can post in the chat box of the Zoom platform. We shall address all the questions in the Q&A session after sir finishes his discourse. Then the feedback or the attendance link will be shared to all the participants during the Q&A session. And participants should fill up within the time frame mentioned so that you receive your certificates. I hope I'm clear with both the instructions. Now, going on to speak about Professor Masood, it is indeed my honor, sir, to introduce you to the audience today. He is a brilliant academician with 6 master's degrees. I was so surprised to see this. He has a master's degree in commerce, psychology, economics, public health, philosophy, and management. He is a professor in healthcare, a mentor, author of several books, and presently vice president for Association of Health and Hospital Administrators, Telangana. With a rich teaching and administrative experience of more than 3.5 decades, he is a visiting professor who presented a lot of sessions, lectures, discourses in more than 300 educational institutions, both in India and abroad. He visited more than 22 countries in 5 continents. Actually, I was checking to see if he has visited all the 7 continents. The list is exhaustive, including US, UK, Australia, and a lot more. Professor Masood focuses usually and always, because I have known him personally I have interacted with him on few platforms. He is known for his innovation and innovative, creative way of thinking to teach management. He authored 8 books, and some of the most innovative and interesting among them were management lessons from poetry, management lessons from mythology, management lessons from life skill improvement. So he brought in whatnot. Actually, when I was speaking a while ago also, he said management from Bollywood, lessons from Bollywood also. So I think that is how he thinks of incorporating various segments to bring about management learning for the students and faculty. He is famous for using poetry since he is a poet and citing anecdotes in his speeches. He organized a 100-lecture series focusing on the concept Know Your Nation to educate the students of multiple faculties, including medicine, engineering, and whatnot, in various countries to build awareness about India, its economy, education, and employment. So he is also a patriot, I would say. His books on management lessons from poetry, leadership excellence through poetry, also provide innovative text in addressing management and leadership concepts. Coming to his administrative experience, he has been the director, Indo-US Hospitals, Hyderabad, and he had been a principal of Deccan School of Management, more so into hospital management, for over 3 decades. And he has been the president of AIMS, Association of Indian Management Schools, way back in 2011-12. And all of you know AIMS is a network of reputed management schools, including IIMs, XLRI, and many more. I think there is a number of 650, if I'm right, 650 management schools in the AIMS network. Now, during his tenure as the AIMS president, he organized 15 FDPs benefiting more than 1,000 faculty from more than, again, 300 institutions. And this was then considered a national movement of management learning in the country. He was also a member of the executive body of AMITSA, which is a SARC-recognized body of management institutions from the year 2007 to 2013. This is the brief introduction he has given me, rather AIMS have given me, but I just wanted to add a note to this. I personally associated with him while working for his brainchild concept, National Management Week, which is observed from 1st to 7th August every year during the convention, AIMS convention. I think even this year it is there in the last week of August. And my own experiences being a director of the earlier business school, putting forth this concept in my college among the students, it is fantastic, sir, actually. What amount of involvement the students used to do. And it gave me a lot of opportunity to do such big activities, social activities, at the same time, teaching management to students, because many students who were part of these committees have excelled in their careers later. So a note on that. Thank you for your brainchild concept. With this brief introduction, I now welcome Professor Masood and request him to please take over the proceedings.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Vijaya, as we have the association from more than a decade. Friends, I think the madam has given the profile, but I have been telling wherever I go for the lecture and public speaking, the limitation with the profile and biodatas are that it will state only the positive side. So the negative side of individual and few of the gaps and the challenging sides, it will not be mentioned in the profile and all. So like a human being, everybody has got some limitation, some gaps here and there. Let us try to improve. So the point is very simple that why do we have this topic? As Dr. Vijaya told and few of my friends, they thought whenever we use the term called networking, usually I also did my MBA in systems where the specialization was MIS and all. Then everybody used to think network means it is the computer network. It is connecting the computers, connecting the hardware, connecting the software, connecting the terminal and devices. So this already we know it and all. But I'm talking about networking. It is the human networking, or we call it as a P2P. P2P has got some other full form also, but I call it P2P. It is a person to person. It is a networking P2P. It is a person to person. So that we are going to talk. The art of networking. The point is very simple, that what I am going for this one. As Madam told that I think this is my 32 year of academic professional life. And a few years back, actually, I wanted to have some analysis about myself, my performance. It is some sort of SWOT analysis, actually. So I identified about 6 management experts and gurus from all over India, including Professor M.R. Rao, Professor Y.K. Bhushan, Professor Shekhar Chaudhary. And like this, I had about half a dozen professors. So I wanted to know some SWOT analysis about myself. Then they mentioned me about say 8 the personality trait, and in top 3 personality trait they have written that Masood, that you could create that amount of networking that others they could not do it. So like this they were telling, because they are my mentors and they are my gurus and they are my friends, they are my senior colleagues and all. Then I was thinking that no. Because so I am into the spirituality also. The Rig Veda says that let the knowledge come from all the sides. Okay. Suppose if the networking has got the importance, it has got its own significance and positive impact, not only on our personality, it is the efficiency, productivity, and the outcome, whatever we do. So because of that, I thought that let me share this knowledge, because when we talk about the spirituality, it is not only the Hinduism, Islam, and Christianity everywhere. The knowledge, it is for the sharing. Knowledge, it is not our own property, actually. In fact, in spirituality, I used to tell that whatever the Almighty has given the knowledge, that must be shared. Otherwise, we are accountable for that one and all. So based on that, no, sometime I'll be disturbing like this and I'll be taking the new areas like this. See, remember one thing, whenever we go for the new areas, no, so there is a lot of scope to debate, actually. We can debate, you can argue, we can fine tune and we can refine and all. So this is the thing. So the survey and the SWOT analysis, what was done on my personality and on me. So in that, I have taken that the networking was one of the important the function, the core competence which I had as told by my elders. Based on that, I think few years back, I started a book on the networking. It is on the human networking. So whatever I am presenting in the PowerPoint, it is from my book. I think it may take some time. The book is not ready. So I am about to finish. I think this year it will come. So there in that book, I have mentioned all these things and all. So networking, as I've told you, it is the human networking. It is P2P, person to person. Okay. So in my book, I wanted to define the term networking. As I've told you, no, because when I'm writing these types of things and all, there is a lot of scope to debate, argue, and we can fine tune and we can refine all these things and all. So with my limited knowledge and experience, I spending almost more than 3 decades. Then I try to put the concept like this. Networking is the relationship management process where individuals make connections and build relationships. This relationship management can provide contacts, It can provide guidance, advice, and recommendation to help the individual to make career decisions and professional development. So here, when I'm talking about the individual, remember here I'm talking, networking is a relationship management process where individuals make. See here, the individual, I have taken the broader concept. Individual may include you and I, the human being. The individual includes the organizations, and individual includes even the nations actually. So that type of the perspective I am giving for the individual. So then next, let us say that most of us know we are from the commerce management background, either the student and faculty. You may be dealing with the MBA, PGDBM, BBA, BCom. Sorry. So there, let us classify that how do we link, how do we relate the networking with the management? Because if you go to the basic management books, I think these type of things, no, it is not in the developing stage. So because of that, I wanted to give some focus on networking versus the management. So here, what is happening when we talk about the management function? Okay, that also somebody says there are 5 functions, 7 functions, 9 functions, 11. The number is not important. Usually the function always start with the planning and ends with the controlling. So whatever functions you're going to have in organization, so all these functions at all the level and all the department, they require the networking. You may be a CEO of a company. You may be a vice president, you may be a general manager or the manager or the assistant manager. You may be working at the top level management, middle level management, or the operational level management. So, or you may be having for the function called planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, maybe motivating, maybe staffing. So whatever it is. So what I say, in all these functions, we require the networking. And the networking, here, the last slide also, as we are discussing, in a nutshell for a layman, if somebody is attending, few of my classes will be attending by BSc student and MBBS student. So one line, the meaning I can give, networking, the P2P, the human networking, it is something to relate, to connect. This much we should remember. We'll have to relate and we'll have to connect. For that purpose, we have been doing nowadays with the technology. See, the technology and all, we are trying to connect and all, even after having, whether it is artificial intelligence or you can say the knowledge-based systems, expert systems you have, voice representation you have, so much of technology you have, that's all okay. But even today, I strongly believe, follow and adopt the human networking. The human touch is totally different. Okay, somebody says that in some organization, business operation process, 500 persons will be working, and now the 500 number has become only 20, 25. So what I say actually, the 25, that the human touch and human relationship, it is very, very important. If you want to keep it instead of 500 individuals, human being, you want to have the 500 systems, I think things may not be in the order actually. So that I'm not concerned about the number, how many percent, how many system, how much technology, how much human factor and all. But what is my focus is the human touch and human connect, human relationship. It plays an important role even after a century. I can tell you this much. We may not be there, but this is very, very important. So now, next one, somebody in the management function is over. Now we have the networking and communication. So how? So we have the right from the MBA. When we have done MBA, that time itself, we used to talk about the communication is very important. Interpersonal skills is very important. So that all these things we used to discuss. So now there may be some confusion between the networking and the communication. Networking is the broader perspective. See, all these figures, whatever I have got this one, this belongs to the book which I am writing actually. It is designed for that one only, and most of the diagram is designed by me only personally. So networking, it is a broader perspective, and communication, it is also a perspective. But if I want to explain you in a simple term, it is something like sets theory in mathematics. Networking is the superset and the communication is the subset. the communication part of the networking, and the networking is the more than communication. This. And then for a layman, because as I've told you, this is in the development stage. Even if you go for the books on the human network and network relationship and all, hardly we find any book and all those things. Because of that, no. So I had to give the few basic things and all. Networking parties. Who are they? We start networking party from the family itself. We start with the parents, we start with the spouse, we start with the children. Then we go for the second party, it is the friends and relatives, colleagues, peer group, intellectuals, celebrities, community, and the society. So here the parties I am covering, the scope of networking, I am taking from the micro level to the macro level actually. Individual, one person to the society. So you have the millions and billions in the society. So here, the topic itself, I told you, networking doesn't mean that no two persons, the seller and buyer, they have got the network, and the two colleagues, they have got the network, or the superior and subordinate, or the subordinate and superior, they have got the networking, or the two competitors, they have got networking. No, I'm talking here at a micro level to macro level, 1% to the million person and the billion person, like this. So these are the parties for networking. Then next one, I was working on the process of networking. We have the vision, and usually after that, we used to have the mission in the organization chart, and when we go for the strategic management and all. But I found it is not the mission, actually, it is the passion we require in the networking. See, if we have the vision and mission, then it will become something like corporate. So here we have got the human factor and human touch, vision and passion, then initiation. We have to initiate. See, anything you have to initiate, not only the networking and all, but networking somewhere you have to, because what is happening, we deal with the human psychology and everybody is reserved actually. See, what happens, why I should talk, why I should meet, why I should connect, and why I should relate. So these type of problems we have. In Hindi, I say in one of the couplet, tu kisi aur se na harega. Tu kisi aur se na harega. Tujhe tera hi gurur marega. The reason is we have got a few of the individuals and even the high profile persons in the organization like the CEO and the founder and all, because of that adamant behavior and ego and all, they don't want to connect, they don't want to relate, and they don't want to keep the relationship. They think that because of my cadre, I belong to the top level management, I don't require and all. No. So if that is the case, I don't think that you require any enemy and all. As I've told you in the couplet, no, that you have enemy within actually. So if you are not able to connect and not able to relate and not able to network, I say, so you don't require enemy and all, because you have the enemy within you. So that will kill you. That's all. Because that your mindset and your attitude and all, it will kill you. So this is the thing we have to see. And then we have the network design, we have the network connect we have. Once we design, after that we connect and we go for the follow-up. And follow-up, and after that we should have some periodic outcome also. Let us say every year what is happening. See, this outcome may be in the tangible and intangible way. So that I'm trying to write down in the book. And I'm writing something like networking balance sheet, where I'm going to write down, when I have the network, what is my liabilities and what is my assets in terms of intangible assets actually. So that also I'm working out and all, but just I wanted to give the idea that how to think at least. See, there are so many things in our life, professional life, we are not able to solve. But the beginning, I think it is the thinking itself. We have to initiate, and also that aspect we are doing today. So I repeat, vision, passion, initiation and design, connect, follow-up, outcome, and this feedback will go to the design. Okay. And the feedback is very bad and all, it is negative and all, then we have to go to the corrective measure, then we have to start with the initiate. From the initiate, we have to make the changes, and it is a complete cycle. So it will work as a system, it will work as a network and all. So now let us go for the 7 layers of networking. As I've told you that when I'm taking this topic, I'm not taking for the X and Y individuals. What is that network and all? I'm going for the different layers actually. So different layers. The first layer of networking, it is the personal networking, it is one-to-one. It is one-to-one, whether it is your house or whether it is your personal life or it is the family life, it is the professional life, it is the social life, it is one-to-one. So I call it as a layer 1 in the networking. And the layer 2, we have got the networking at the family level. So I think I say in Hindi, because the most of us know we are the best managers, best doctors, and best engineer from India and all over the world. But human relationship, we have failed. And I have seen few of my best doctors and best management experts, they do not have the good relationship or the positive relationship among the family members. I say in Hindi, जो घर में कामयाब होता है वो पूरी दुनिया में कामयाब होता है. Remember one thing, you should be happy, you should have the positive relationship with your own the individuals. I start with the spouse, I start with the children, and I start with the let us say the parents and all. So this you have to see. You think that only by getting degree and all, no, we are placed and all in a multinational company and our package increases year by year. Then end of the day, the package will be there, our own person will not be there and will be destroying our relationship. This is very, very important. So now let us go for the third layer. Third layer, it is the professional. The professional layer we have, whatever we work, we are working as a management professional, maybe working as a manager, assistant manager, senior manager, or the CEO or a CMD of a company, professional. And then the fourth layer, I'm taking the organizational. It is the networking at organization to organization or organization to organizations. It is our own organization and all remaining organization in the industry. So that is the layer 4. I'm talking about the networking. And the layer 5, it is at the national level. So national level also, one individual can try to have the layer 5 at a macro level where you will be covering all over India. Maybe your competitors, maybe your suppliers, maybe your customers, maybe your industry people, organizations, other organizations, you belong to that organization. For example, no, I myself and Dr. Vijaya, we are with the healthcare sector. So I was the director of Indo-US Hospital. Then I have to connect. There are more than 1 lakh hospitals all over India. So how to connect? So that at national level, we have the layer 5. Let me go for the layer 6. It is at the continental. This year also, I'm trying to have some brainstorming session and all, whether it is continental level or regional level. For example, know that I myself that we used to have after my AIMS presidency, I used to have the networking at the SARC level. SARC is a group of basically 7 countries. They have added the 8th country with Afghanistan. So that I can have the regional level also. So it is a more than one country, the group of country, maybe the regional layer or the continental layer. And then because of globalization and all, you are expanding your business, expanding your goods and services, manufacturing, everything and all. It is at global level. So I'm talking about the 7 layers of networking. So these 7 layers, I try to have a diagram for this one. If you see, this is also based on the sets theory. So first you start with the individual personal layer. The second circle, we have the family layer. Third one, professional layer, organizational layer, and the national layer, and continent and global layer. So this I wanted to tell you the different layers of networking. And this may not be visible, but just I try to have this I wanted to accommodate in my book. So just I thought that I can explain even if it is not visible. See, you have the layer 1, the arrows you have opposite side, you and wife, you and son, you and parent, you and children. Okay. And then you have the second row. The second row, the layer 2. Layer 2, you have the relatives and friends, you and brother, you and sister, you and neighbor, you and classmate. The layer 3 you have, you and colleague, you and other professionals, you and peer group, and then you and association, professional association. Then layer 4, you have the you and boss, you and subordinate, you and superior, you and customer, you and vendor. The layer 5, yourself. At national level, you have. So national level, you have, depending upon your professional activity, you may be director. Here I have taken the example of the sportsman. So sportsman, he can have at national level. Even if it is athlete or hockey or football and all, he starts with the divisional level, the city level, state level, regional level, and all that you can have at national level. And then next layer, as I've told you, maybe the regional and continental, and the lastly, it is the global level. So this try to have the pattern, what pattern of relationship we have in the networking and all. So now then this model I was working, I spent I think more than a year on this, the 6 B's of the networking framework. So there should be some framework. Otherwise, what happens now? Everything will become the vague. I explained, took the class, you heard and gone. That's all. There is no takeaway and all those things. So I was working on this one, that the 6 B's of networking framework. The 6 B's of networking framework, this is you must be resourceful. Networking, if you do not have the capability, if you do not have the substance, and you want to have the networking, not possible. So these are all preconditions and the prerequisites and all. So if you have these things, be resourceful, be positive, be social, be accessible, be focused, and be thankful. And the last trait is very, very important among the professional, because this, the trait of gratitude and trait of thankfulness, I think as we are passing, we are forgetting all these things. If you take our example, our grandparents and our parents, whatever gratitude they used to have, that much of gratitude we do not have and all, because of various reasons and all. I myself compare with my father and my grandfather and all, somewhere we are missing and all. So because of that, so you must, if you have these 6 B's, then what happened? You can go for the effective networking. So this is possible. And then I'm so watching that clock because we require some time for the Q&A. Networking at macro level. So usage of networking tools and techniques for the political revolution, economic revolution, social revolution, and cultural revolution. Why I'm writing and all, when I was reading the world history, right from the First World War, Second World War, and then we have some 7-year World War. So World Wars and all those things, the countries are fighting and the continents are fighting and all. So whatever relationship, whatever revolution we had, there are 2 reasons actually. Either there is no networking or much networking. Remember, this networking also, it has got 2 sides. In networking, extreme is not good. If you go for the extreme, it is not good. Because the Confucius about 2,500 years ago, he told, there is nothing like right and wrong. Anything, if you go for the extreme, then you will have the problem. So networking, 0 level networking, you have problem. And then if you have more than 100% networking, so then also you have got some problem and all. So that we have to balance actually. So networking at macro level. So most of the problem at macro level also we can solve even at nation level and continental level if you focus on networking the optimum level. Then we have something like networking benefits. Okay. So I was trying to write down the networking benefits. The first one is strengthening relationship and connections. That's very, very important actually. See, you are working for the organization, or you have your own business, or you have your own profession. So everywhere relationship matters and the connection matters actually. I wanted to give the example from my own sector, like healthcare sector. We have the first few of the best brains in the medical sciences. Either the cardiologists or the cardiothoracic surgeons or the onco surgeons, the best brains, I can tell you. They are from the best institutions. And I found that they are struggling with the patient, the clientele. So I used to tell that having a professional degree, whether it is medical sciences, engineering, or for that matter, even management also. Okay, management is only thing is because we have got few areas like our soft skills, interpersonal skills, social skills, life skills, all those things. Because of that, we have got some comfort zone. Otherwise, in our area also, it is very, very tough. So what I say, the first prime benefit of networking is the strengthening relationship and connections. Second one, developing new ideas. See, I may be having 30 years of experience or 60 years of experience. How can I generate, how can I create the new ideas? New ideas are possible if you talk to the various individuals. And here the various individual doesn't mean that, no, if I'm a manager, I should talk only to the senior managers and all. In one of the couplet I have written that if you want to groom yourself, you want to have the creativity, you must spend your time with the old age people and the children. Don't spend your time on daily basis much on your own age. To justify my point, I remember because once my son, who was asking me, Daddy, that ex-uncle, how is he your friend? Because that ex-uncle, that he is elder than my father by 15 years. Few of my best friends, actually they are elder than my father by 10 to 20 years. They are my friends. So my son asked me that how it is possible, why do you keep? I keep. I told him because these individuals now they are in 1992, 95 and all. I told them that, see, I am talking about 3 decades. They have spent about 7 decades more than that in their respective field. They are not from the management or organization. They are from the government service. They are from the service industry. They are from the, let us say, social sector. They are the politician, whoever may be. So that is very, very important. New ideas will come. Either you go to the, see, if you are in the young person, either you go to the old age person or you go to the child, the school student. So they will have the idea and all. Our same age, same qualification, same profession and all, they may not have the ideas. You take it from me. I'm into the poetry. For poetry, when we want to write down and all, we have to go to the villages actually. And just for example, I can tell you that day before yesterday, I was coming from the Madhya Pradesh from something like Burhanpur. It is 800 kilometers. I did not have any transport. I took a bus. 1 o'clock in the night, and next day 2 o'clock in the night I came to Hyderabad. Yesterday 2 o'clock. So I spent 13 hours in the bus. The individuals who are sitting in the bus and the stoppage and all, this is something new thing. I got it and all. Okay, it is a tough, but experience is experience, and the God will not give that the ideas and all without pain. So there will be the pain for getting ideas and all. Expanding career, whatever career you have got that you have to expand, acquiring new information. It is also connected to the second point, the getting advices and his support. You can get it if you have the strong networking. Build confidence. Your confidence level will be something different. Having different perspective, because otherwise you will be static in it. Your brain will become static. Static means there is no movement. You are rigid. It should be dynamic and it should be vibrant. Creating a sustainable win-win situation. See, networking, ultimately we have to focus on this last point. Networking will sustain. Networking will long last. If you have the win-win situation, I should win, other partner should win. We fail in the networking where the winning is one side. I should win. Or the opposite fellow is winning and I am losing every time. So I'll not be with the networking actually. So that's the issue here. So the last point is very important, that creating a sustainable win-win situation. And then how we are going to boost. These are all concluding points. There are a few cases you have got. I think I want to complete within 5 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes, 5 to 6 minutes. Then only we can have some Q&A. Let's go boost the networking. How we are going to boosting the networking? Strengthening relationship, that you have to do it. And see, somewhere I have written that nowadays the earning money, wealth, position has become, it's very easy. Okay, as compared to earning relationship and maintaining relationship and sustaining relationship. This is very, very difficult. We are not in 70s. In 70s and 80s, we are in schooling actually. That time, no, we used to have the problem of that essential wants of economics, food, shelter and clothing. We used to say in 70s, roti, kapda and makan. Now we do not have that roti, kapda and makan. We have got roti, we have got kapda, we have got makan, everything. We have got food, shelter and clothing. Where we are lacking, it is a relationship. So this networking will strengthening our relationship. Consistency in contact. Networking doesn't mean that somebody you met a few years back and then you forgot, he doesn't remember you and I don't remember him. So that's not the way. This is one extreme case. Second extreme case, you want to have the relationship on daily basis. I was telling somebody in a personal gathering and all, if you want to have the more and more connect relations with our own family also, it will backfire actually. So that you should be careful. The balance is very, very important, even with our family also. So leveraging influential connections. So that you have to identify that who are the influential persons. Okay, that influential connections. Influential, it's a subjective actually, how you're going to. The influential for you, influential for me, it is something different actually. Who is influential for you and who is influential for me? So it's something different. So that we have to take a call on that. Always positive interpersonal skills. You should be positive. Positive interpersonal skills, you should have it. So I was giving the example day before yesterday night in Madhya Pradesh. I was in some Kavi Sammelan. So it's over by that, I think morning 4:30 it is over. And 4:30, somebody comes, he tells professor and poet adjacent to this location, I have got my house. I prepare the food, but my house is very small and my food menu is also very small. So I'll be happy that person like you if you visit my home. So I went there early morning, then I had food and then slept. So they came to the hotel and all. So what I'm telling, always positive interpersonal skills actually. These things you have to see. Otherwise, no, that instead of that human network will become something like computer network. We'll be dealing with the hardware and software. I'm talking about the networking with the manware. It is not the hardware. It is not the software. It is the manware. Improving the social skills is very, very important actually. Social skills actually, few of the best institutions across the globe, whether it is the Harvard, Stanford, MIT, or John Hopkins, London Business School, INSEAD, everywhere. No, now they are going on talking social skills. Social skills not only for the management graduate, engineering graduate, medical graduate, everybody we require the social because you are part of the society, you are part of the community. So you should know the population, you should know the superset because you are the subset. So that's the thing. Avoiding over expectation. See what happens, you want to have the contact with some CEO of a company, some celebrity, some politician, because you want to have some interest or vested interest. No, I want some job, I want some promotion, I want some recommendation. All these things, no, it will not work actually. So in the networking, so that's if you have the expectation, it is okay. If it is over expectation, is very, very difficult and all. And you want to try to that leverage that contact, whatever you have with the individual, you lose the contact and you lose the networking. That's the thing. Always focus on the efforts. Even networking, it's not a conceptual thing and theoretical thing. It requires a lot of efforts actually. It requires a lot of efforts actually. Somebody I met in an international conference in Delhi, I told I am so-and-so. I am from Hyderabad, I told. Then he told, Masood bhai, you have forgot that about 20 years ago, I came for one of the national conference to Hyderabad, 11 o'clock in the night. You came to Begumpet airport, you took me and you arranged the dinner at 11 o'clock and you dropped me at the hotel. I don't remember. Actually, I'm known for my memory, but I have forgot that one. So the point what I'm telling, the good thing will be remembered always. In fact, I say even bad thing is also known too early. The good thing, it will take a lot of time and all. So if you do one bad thing, so it will viral by today evening. The good thing, it will take days, weeks and months and years. So that you have to remember. So this is not like a junk food and all that you are preparing within minutes. So then impressive initial pitching. Initial pitching means for a layman we say no, that the first impression must be the best. The first impression must be the best. Actually, in interpersonal skills, we see that when you meet a person, first 30 seconds, it's very, very important. It will define your personality actually, 30 seconds. In healthcare sector, we teach something like golden hour. Golden hour means if there is a trauma and accident case, some massive accident happened roadside, what you are going to do next 60 minutes, that we call it as a golden hour. So here, golden pitching, so that what you have to do, that 30 seconds, whoever you're meeting, so that will decide, that will have the impact, that what will be the future of your networking and relationship, that you should be careful. I think this is the last slide. And now I have got few cases I wanted to. This is the raw cases. I cannot call it as a complete cases. Raw cases, I'm trying to make a like case. Few cases of networking. Actually, I think in about 2011 and 12, I met Dr. APJ Abul Kalam in his drawing room. This is the photo. See, these cases, it is not for the praising and it is not for the boosting myself and all. You know that case method teaching, we take the case, what happened. So this networking case I take. So in 2011-12, I went, this is the drawing room of Dr. APJ Abul Kalam. So how I got it actually? I was working at the principal, Dakkan School of Management and Hospital Management. So there I had one friend. I am not using the names here, because just I am hiding the name. General Manager, OIC Hospital Research Center in 1997, he has become my friend. Okay. His friend is the Commissioner of Press Information Bureau in Delhi. After a few years, he has become the friend. And that Commissioner, Press Information Bureau, he has got one civil servant and bureaucrat who was the personal secretary to Dr. APJ Abul Kalam. Okay. So on some issue from my side and sir's side, there was some issue about the management education. Then the personal secretary, then I contacted, he contacted, they told that, okay, we'll give some time. You come Delhi and you talk to him and all. This is the case of networking. Let us assume, see how much time it has taken, this process of networking. I didn't mean that, no. When I meet in 1997 with general manager at OIC Hospital, I am thinking that this fellow after 10 years, no, he will connect me to the President of India, former President of India. But that's not the thing. We cannot have the expectation. Just I am telling you the link, how the connectivity, what is the relevance of connectivity as a case I am explaining. The next one is that the Vice President of India, it is his drawing room. In fact, in 2012, when I was the AIMS president, I was doing one faculty development program. I think it is in Maisana, Ganpat district. So I was the resource person and program director with Professor M.R. Rao and Y.K. Bhushan. So there was a phone call came from Vice President of India to my house that we want to talk to Professor Masood Ahmed. Actually, my father, he got afraid actually. Why the phone call is coming and all, what this fellow has done? Something wrong, something like that. It happens with the Indian parents and all. But they told, no, there is some information is required. So can I talk to him? Then my father gave the mobile number. Then they told that if you have some time, you should come to Vice President of India's residence. We have few things to discuss and all. Then I went there. They told me that we are giving half an hour time. So and so did you come? Then we had a discussion and all. So what happened? How it happened actually? Same, the general manager, the OIC hospital, then commissioner and the PS secretary, personal secretary, something different here. And then we had a meeting and all. This connection, it happened after 11 years actually. This is the gestation period. Then I am the founder of that basically student life, no, that I had some interest in the economics actually. So in economics, I had a lot of interest actually, even after doing BCom and MBA. I have done MA economics from Osmania University and spent more than 2 decades on health economics actually and international economics. So I wanted to meet this gentleman, Dr. Muhammad Yunus, Nobel laureate from the Dhaka. So and the Grameen Bank and microfinance and all. Some connectivity, the President Amdisa, Dharni P. Sinhaji, and then I got the connected President Amdisa here, Dharni ji, and then Dr. Abdul Rab, who is the past president of Amdisa, because I was the board member, Dhaka, and then his colleague was Vice Chancellor of Prime Asia University in Dhaka. So I had connectivity with him. Then when I requested this gentleman, Vice Chancellor, he told Masood bhai, don't worry, the so-and-so date, and every year on the birthday of Muhammad Yunus, there will be one social business day program will be there. You come, I will introduce because I am working with him. I went to Dhaka. So whenever he comes to India, also they inform me when he's coming and all. This photo of myself and my son, it is in the Wipro, Bangalore campus. So he did a program, then they send me that sir is coming to Bangalore. I think Infosys people, they have done the program. So I went there. This is the example actually. And then this is the CK Prahlad, the world-renowned management guru. See, unfortunately, we lost him actually. How it is possible? My mentor in 1996, somebody came for the AICT inspection to my college, Dr. P.D. Thomas. He was the inspection committee member, director XLRI, 1996. And then what happened? Because of this connectivity, I used to go to XLRI Jamshedpur for so many programs. Then he connect me to the director, I am Bangalore, Professor M.R. Rao. Now, I think from more than 2 decades, I think that I have got the relationship and I have got the tough time with me. So I'm telling in a lighter way and all. So he's an expert and all. So many things I could learn. So it is XLRI director to I am Bangalore director. Then I am Bangalore director, M.R. Rao, he has become the dean of ISB. There I had some connectivity with the deputy director there, ISB Hyderabad, and deputy director ISB, he connect me to the CK Prahlad. So I could spend some time and I could explain him that what I am doing, and he explained me what I should do in the healthcare. So that these are the things actually. These are the great people. He spent half an hour with me. I think that half an hour I am leveraging for the rest of the life. I think this is the power of networking. And this is from the healthcare sector. You may be knowing, I think I could not complete this slide. The name is not CK Prahlad. Anybody should remember he is a Dr. Devi Shetty. My apology. I'll correct it. Dr. Devi Shetty, he is the chairman and managing director of Narayan Rudale Hospital. Okay. So 96-97 batch, I had a student in MBA, healthcare management. I remember name Hanuman Prasad. And then he has joined that Narayan Rudale, and now he is in the senior post. Whenever I used to go to Bangalore, then I used to meet him, Devi Shetty. So few years back before COVID, I went to Bangalore. So he's my son because he is also in the doctor. So then I spent some time. So classmate, what I'm telling, a classmate at my MBA, where I did in Shivaji University, one Mr. C.M. Reddy. So then he told that, no, Masood, you can become the teaching professional. You should become lecturer. There is a requirement in Deccan College. I got the cutting, you apply. So because I was from the business family, I was hesitating, but that CM Reddy, though, he told that, no, nothing doing, you must join and all. So I joined. Because of my classmate, I joined Deccan School of Management as a faculty. I've become vice principal and principal. And then I was offering the MHM course. One student joined. His name is Hanuman Prasad. And then he joined. I think last 15-20 years, he's working with the Narayan Rudale. So I used to meet Devi Shetty. So the great individual, the great legend. So we can learn so many things, so many meetings. It is not the one meeting, more than I can say half a dozen meetings we had it and all. So these are the benefit of that networking. So ultimately, I connect networking. It is the human to connect, to relate, to strengthen human relationship. These are the things. And human relationship matters in your personal life, family life, professional life, social life, even in a spiritual life. If you want to go for spirituality, you require some spiritual group. You cannot do the things. So these are the things. So I think this is very, very important that this aspect we have to consider. And few of the B schools and few of the management professionals, they are working on this. So I am also making attempt. I don't know how much I am success and all, but this is the thing. So I'm doing, I thought that it is worth spending because the lecture itself, it is known as experience sharing. So it is my experience I'm sharing, which can be argued, which can be a debate, which can be discussed, which can be modified, revised, and all those things. Thanks. Thanks to everybody for your patience. Thanks. Madam, it's over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for the enthralling session on networking. I think very interesting 6 Bs.
Yeah.
How to balance networking, not too much. Too much is also harmful. That's a very nice point you have given.
Yeah.
And of course, the benefits and how to boost. The concept of manware, sir, it should be humanware because women are also there.
Yeah. Okay. You can take. Okay, sorry, my
Just on the lighter side, sir. Thank you so much.
I agree with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so
Because
much for
sometimes
the
what
session.
happens, no, when we talk the terminology and all, we miss also. I think we should admit that one.
Thank you, sir. There are a couple of questions on the chat box.
I think because of that, I saved the time.
Yes, sir.
That's very important. Yeah.
I think one Professor Deba Prasad is asking you, what should be the ideal percentage breakup among the 3 KRAs? Teaching, research, and networking.
Teaching, research, and
Networking.
Okay. If you ask me, teaching requires the networking. Research requires the networking. I am adding to a few more things also. Your training and development requires the networking. And your consultancy activity also requires the networking. But the problem is that we have to start, we have to execute it. See, we cannot have the networking for the sake of networking. There are two things. We have to create the networking, we have to strengthen the networking, and the networking should be active. There is a saying in faculty development program, wherever I go, I say, if you are the best teacher, you will be known in the college. If you are the best trainer, you will be known in the city. Okay? If you are the best consultant, you will be known in the nation, country. If you are the best researcher, you will be known across the globe. So when I say teaching, training, research, consultancy, all these things requires the networking. But the problem comes, madam, yourself, myself, we spend more than 2.5 decades. 2.5 decades. So what type of networking we require and what type of networking a lecturer, an assistant professor in the B school, he requires, that differs actually. The level it differs actually. For nutshell, what I can say, you have to start with the micro level. And now I am into the macro level actually. Because when I thinking about networking and all, I talk about some countries and some organization, international organization, try to connect and all. So this is the thing and all. So all the activities for a teacher requires networking. You have to start slowly at micro level, 1-to-1, initial level. So once you spend some time, so you will find some outcome, then you can strengthen and all. Otherwise, no, I have seen few of the individuals more and more in networking, because 1 or 2 days they are in the college and 4 days they are roaming here and there because of networking. Networking they can improve, but they lost the job also. That we should remember. Sir, salamat hai to pagdi hazar hai. I think we require the head and we require the job. That is also very important. Otherwise, you cannot spoil my name. Professor Masood sahab bole the ke networking karna hai. So for that, job is also required. In a lighter way, I am telling you. Thank you, ma'am.
Right, sir. There is another question. What type of communications is necessary to stop Russia-Ukraine war or civil war at Sudan or problems at Manipur? From Professor R.C. Bhattacharya.
R.C. Bhattacharya, he is my elder. Okay, he is senior to me. Usually I ask the question, he gives the answer. Today he got the opportunity. Thank you. See, first of all, I start with the communication itself. I can tell you in most of the cases, we Indian, we confuse with the communication. Remember, this is very important takeaway I'm telling you. Little bit success I myself and my experts, my elders, they could have because of communication only. Communication doesn't mean, not at all, only the English language. Polite, sophisticated, accent, very good accent. No. The accent, the level, what other person can understand, what other person can follow. So that's very, very important. The networking also, when you try to network with the Japanese people, one of my book, that management lesson thing and all being translated in 2-3 countries. So I may be good in English. So they have got some reservation and all. How can I talk in that language and all? So I have got some interpreter and all. They deal all these things and all. We should be careful. See, this Russia and Ukraine and all. So I am not that master at a political level and all, international level. But one good thing I can tell you, the Russia, and Ukraine and all, both the group, they know the, what do we say, that Russian language, and they know the issues because the language is same, and they can solve at their level and all. I don't think that we are the right person to quote that. No, we are doing. This is the suggestion and all. But one thing I can tell you, very good question. I can support. You go to the top 10 countries in the world. Economy, growth, GDP and all. These countries, they followed their own mother tongue. Because of that, they are great. You take German, you take China, you take Japan, you take Korea, you take Taiwan. Country like us, we are predominantly dependent on English. We are successful also. That also I'm telling you, because of English. We are successful, but whatever success China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, they have got, we are not that much. So if you see the ratio and all, so in an economic way, in a numerical way and all, because they are passionate about the language. I salute, nothing wrong in that. Okay, if somebody goes for the own language and all. So that's the thing. I think, I don't think that properly I can give the answer. Asi Bhattacharya ji, I think this is the question you should give the answer, not I should give the answer. So, but anyhow, that language matters, issues matters, culture matters, customs matters. By sitting here in Hyderabad and Delhi, we cannot decide the things and all that because we don't know the ground reality. Thank you.
Sir, there is a statement, interesting statement made by one of the participants.
Yeah, tell me.
The youth are poor at networking. What do you say about it, sir?
Yeah, youth are poor in networking in two ways. Because youth, they are in extreme networking. Extreme in the sense, I take 0 to 10 scale. So half of them are at 0 and half of them are at 9 and 10. Both will create the problem. So this is the thing actually. So relationship that either we totally ignore or we want to have the hyper relationship. The hyper relationship also is very difficult. In one of the book, I have written a concept called the hyper communication. Because last 5 decades in the management colleges and PGDPM, going on talking about the communication skills and interpersonal skills, I have written the other side of the communication. Communication is very good, effective, productive, but the more communication will create some problem. So that I call it as a hyper communication. It is something like allopathic medicine. It will solve few things, but it will spoil the other organs of the body. So that one. So what these people, they should do, that the level of networking, that is very, very important. First of all, you must identify, networking is the vital, identify, believe, adopt, and you should have a balancing approach. These things are very important and all, depending upon the what you do, what is your age, what is your background, what is your profession. Based on that, you can do it.
Yes. One question from me, sir. What do you think about digitalization and networking? Has it helped or has it harmed?
Repeat, madam.
Digitalization and networking, sir.
Yes.
Is it positive or negative?
Very important thing. Digitalization, previously we were requiring, now we are requiring, and even in future also we are requiring. Okay. Just now you told no, the humanware.
Yes.
The humanware is the basic foundation, the fundamental structure for any networking. If you have the individuals, whether it is 1 to 1, 1 to 10 or 1 to 100, this is one. And then we have the means of networking. Means of networking, tools of networking, and aids for networking. I have been talking from last 1 hour about the humanware, that's all okay. But whatever connections I have got on the LinkedIn, the Facebook, even my son, who is an MBBS, recently completed, he doesn't have not even 10% of connection what I have got. So what I mean actually, I believe in human relationship. I believe in human connection and human relationship, but I am predominantly dependent on this the technology, digitalization, hardware, software and all.
Yes.
And today also, all my social media accounts are paid accounts. The Gmail, I have to pay. YouTube, I have to pay. And the LinkedIn, I have to pay. Whatever social media I maintain, I try to maintain on the premium accounts, so that it has got some leverage. Now, hope it could justify that that I have to pay for that one, because I may be in the networking and all, but I require all the social media platform and all. This is all paid and premium platform for me at personal level. It is not my organization. I myself maintain from last 15 to 20 years.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the answer, sir. I think we have come to the close of time.
Yeah.
I thank you. I thank Professor Masood, sir, for giving an enlightening session. Very interesting, covering all the live cases of how he created his own network.
Yeah.
My special thanks to Dr. R. Nandagopal, President AIMS, Dr. Narayan Reddy.
You should recognize Dr. Nandagopal and Executive Board, because the President of AIMS, Dr. Nandagopal, Executive Board, and AIMS office,
yes, sir.
like Venkateshwuluji,
yes,
Rohini and Sunil, all these individuals, they are in back end. They
yes,
are putting efforts more than what we put, yourself and myself. We are in front end, they are in back end.
This has been possible only because of them, sir.
Yeah. That
My
I wanted
special
to
thanks to Dr. Narayan Reddy, Regional Vice President, AIMS.
Yes.
The AIMS Secretariat Office, Dr. Sunil from AIMS Secretariat Office, who coordinated so nicely, and all the other members of AIMS. It was my honor hosting your session, and my special thanks to AIMS once again for giving me this honor.
It's my privilege that you are there as a moderator. My privilege.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm signing off.